will start with news topic, that is freedom of speech and expression. As per the constitution is concerned, the constitution of India has guaranteed six kind of fundamental rights. That is fundamental right as classified in six category. That is out of which one I have covered, that is right to equality. Second category of right, that is right of freedom, I will discuss. Article 19 to Article 22 of the Constitution deals with right of freedom. In today's lecture, I will discuss Article 19 of the Constitution. What is it? What are the different aspects of the freedom of speech and expression? Whether media is a part of freedom of speech and expression or not, we will discuss in today's lecture. If you read the Article 19 of the Indian Constitution, then you will find the six kind of the rights guaranteed. Six of freedom are guaranteed under Article 19. Which are they? These are the six freedom. First is freedom of speech and expression, we will discuss today. Second, that is freedom of assembly without arm. Third rights, freedom of association or union. Fourth right, freedom of movement throughout the territory of India. Fifth right, freedom of residence and settlement. And last, that is freedom of profession, occupation, trade or business. These are the six freedom guaranteed under Article 19 of the Indian Constitution. We will discuss one by one all these rights, but in today's lecture I will focus only on the Article 19 of the Indian Constitution. By analyzing the Article 19, freedom of speech and expression, we will discuss whether right not to speak, whether part of freedom of speech or not. Then we will move to the next, that is right not to listen, in which case Supreme Court held that a right not to listen is a part of freedom of speech, and we will discuss in today's lecture. Just focus on this slide. All these aspects I will cover in today's lecture. Whether right of voter is a part of the freedom of speech or not, we will discuss. So let's start with the today's lecture. This part deals with the freedom of press, whether freedom of press is a part of the freedom of speech or not, we will discuss in tomorrow's lecture. Next slide, that is this slide. So Article 9, if you read the Article 19 of the Constitution, Article 19 of the Constitution start with the word citizen of India. So Article 19 is available to citizen only. It is not available to non-citizen. Again, one of the important point, Article 19 is available to only citizen. It is not available to corporation, firm, companies. It is not available. If you read the article, you will find the word citizen is used under Article 19 of the Constitution. Article 19 guaranteed fundamental right, that is these rights are natural rights, which these rights are not created by the statute. These rights are not created by the Constitution. By the nature of the human being, these rights are come to the person. So these rights are not created by the statute. These rights are activated by the birth of the person. So these are the natural rights. Every system should recognize this right. If you read the United Nations Convention, Declaration, these rights is recognized there also. Article 19 of the United Nations Declaration, you will find the freedom of speech and expression is there. So these all laws should recognize these rights. Even Indian Constitution has recognized this right. So we will discuss the meaning of freedom of speech and expression. The meaning of freedom of speech and expression. As per the what is the meaning of freedom of speech and expression? freedom of speech and expression. If you read the preamble of the constitution, you will find that there is what is the objective is mentioned in preamble. Liberty is one of the objective. What is the liberty? Liberty is nothing but freedom of speech and freedom. So liberty of thought and expression. So freedom of speech and expression means right to express one conviction or opinion freely by the word of mouth, writing, printing, picture or photograph. You can express your opinion, you can express your thought by any of the modes, that is by mouth, writing, printing, picture or photograph or cartoon. You can express any kind of mode, you can select and express your thought, opinion. This it means the freedom of speech and expression. So you can express your freedom of speech to the Facebook by posting your message, by posting your views on the Facebook, WhatsApp, by text message, by email. It's all this is all this is these are the part of the freedom of speech and expression. तुम्ही फक्त डेली 100 मेसेज करू शकतात. गव्हर्नमेंटच्या ट्रायलच्या रूलनुसार किती मेसेज करू शकतात? दिवसाला 100 मेसेज करू शकतात. अँड व्हॉट्सअपवरती तसं काही लिमिट नाही आहे दिवसाला किती करू शकतात. वेदर इट इज व्हायलेट, वेदर इट रिस्ट्रिक्ट द फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच अँड एक्सप्रेशन. विचार करा, दिवसाला तुम्ही पर डे 100 मेसेज पाठवू शकता, सेंड करू शकता. वेदर इट इज व्हायलेट राईट टू फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच अँड एक्सप्रेशन ऑर नॉट. आर्टिकल 19 क्लॉज 1A ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन व्हायलेट होतो का नाही विचार करा याच्यावरती. सो विल डिस्कस. तर तुम्ही नंबर ऑफ प्रकारे तुमचं फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच अँड एक्सप्रेशन एक्सरसाइज करू शकतात. बाय मॅसेज तुम्ही एक्सरसाइज करत असतात. ऑल कुठल्याही मोडने तुम्ही, वेदर इंटरनेट इज अ पार्ट ऑफ द फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच अँड एक्सप्रेशन, तुम्ही तो पण विचार करू शकता. तुम्ही एक या पॉईंटवरती आधारित. एखादी पोस्ट मी फेसबुकवरती, व्हॉट्सअपवरती पोस्ट केली, त्या पोस्टवर आधारित गव्हर्नमेंट तुम्हाला जर अरेस्ट करत असेल, वेदर इट व्हायलेट द फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच अँड एक्सप्रेशन. वन ऑफ द लँडमार्क डील्स विथ द फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच अँड एक्सप्रेशन, दॅट इज श्रेया घोषाल वर्सेस युनियन ऑफ इंडिया. 2015 सुप्रीम कोर्टने जजमेंट दिलेले. सेक्शन 66A ऑफ इन्फॉर्मेशन टेक्नॉलॉजी ॲक्ट 2000 हॅज बीन स्ट्रक डाऊन बाय द सुप्रीम कोर्ट. का स्ट्रक डाऊन करून टाकलं? कारण की 2 ठाण्याच्या मुली अरेस्ट झाल्या होत्या. त्यांनी फेसबुकवरती कमेंट्स पोस्ट केलेली होती जेव्हा बाळासाहेब ठाकरे वारले तेव्हा, आणि त्याच्याने काही लोकांचे फिलिंग हे झाले, काही दुखावले. त्यामुळे 2 मुलींवरती FIR दाखल झाली आणि त्यांना अरेस्ट केले गेलं. त्याच्यानंतर ती केस चॅलेंज झाली सुप्रीम कोर्टात. सुप्रीम कोर्टने हेल्ड केलं की सेक्शन 66A अनकॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल. इट the restriction must be reasonable fair. Article 19 clause 2, there are certain restriction. The government restriction जर आणत असेल तर आर्टिकल 19 खालीच ते रिस्ट्रिक्शन पाहिजे, अदरवाईज ते रिस्ट्रिक्शन रिजनेबल नाही आहे. श्रेया घोषालमधलं जे सेक्शन 66A कॅन्सल केलं, ते सेक्शन वॉज डीलिंग विथ subjective. There was not a proper procedure, which kind of speech, which kind of expression amount hatred feeling. So the section 66 was uncertain, ambiguous, hence Supreme Court held that section 66A is unconstitutional in Shreya Ghoshal versus Union of India. Then we move to the next part, different aspect of the freedom of speech and expression. We'll focus on this topic. This is one of the landmark case, that is Bijoy Emmanuel versus State of Kerala. This is one of the landmark case on the freedom of speech and expression. In this case, what happened? Three children were expelled from the school. Three children were expelled from the school. These children challenged the rule of the Kerala governments. They were expelled from the school on the ground that they did not join to sing the national anthem. As per the Kerala government's rule, they have to sing the national anthem, but they did not. Hence, they were expelled from the school, and they challenged the rule in the High Court, and High Court held that rule is constitutionally valid. The case reached to the Supreme Court, and what happened in Supreme Court? Supreme Court held that Supreme Court reversed the judgment of the Kerala High Court. On which basis? The Supreme Court, on the basis of freedom of speech and expression, held that freedom of speech and expression under Article 19 subclause 1, as clause 1 subclause A, deals with the right to silent. It deals with the right to remain silent. Supreme Court come to the conclusion in this case that there is no law which compelled to sing the national anthem, and even we should not think that the person did not sing the, it doesn't amount, the person did not sing the national anthem, it does not mean it is a disrespect to the national anthem. The students stood up and showed the respect, it is enough. Supreme Court in this case held that students stood up and they have shown their respect. So this is a landmark case, and in this case Supreme Court held that right to remain silent is one of the fundamental rights. या केसमध्ये काय झालं, 3 मुलांना स्कूलमधून काढून टाकलं होतं. कशाच्या बेसिसवर काढून टाकलं होतं की केरला गव्हर्नमेंटच्या रूलनुसार नॅशनल अंथम म्हणायचं कंपल्सरी होतं, पण हे त्यांच्या रिलिजियसच्या बेसिसवरती त्यांचा बिलीफ होता, त्यानुसार त्यांनी नॅशनल अंथम जॉईनिंग केलं नाही. त्यामुळे त्यांना एक्सपेल करण्यात आलेलं होतं स्कूल्स ऑथॉरिटीकडनं, आणि त्यांनी ते हायकोर्टात चॅलेंज केलं. हायकोर्टाने ते रूल कॉन्स्टिट्युशनली व्हॅलिड केलं, कॉन्स्टिट्युशनली अपहेल्ड केलं. त्याच्यानंतर ही केस सुप्रीम कोर्टात गेली. सुप्रीम कोर्टने हेल्ड केलं की आर्टिकल 19 क्लॉज 1A ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन डील्स विथ द फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच. इट ऑल्सो इन्क्लूड द राईट टू रिमेन सायलेन्स. बोलायचं नाही, मुकं राय, हे पण अंडर आर्टिकल 19 अंडर आहे. एखाद्या व्यक्तीने नॅशनल अंथम म्हटलं नाही तर त्याचा डिसरिस्पेक्ट होत नाही, असं सुप्रीम कोर्टने कन्क्लुजन काढलेलं त्या केसमध्ये. आणि त्यांनी रिस्पेक्टफुली स्टँड अप राहणं, याच्यातून त्यांचा रिस्पेक्ट दाखवतो नॅशनल अंथमला, सुप्रीम कोर्ट याच्यात कन्क्लुजनला आलं. देन विल मूव टू द नेक्स्ट केस. This slide deals with the right not to listen. So what do you mean by right not to listen? We will discuss in one of the landmark case, that is pre-noise pollution case. In this case, Supreme Court held that right not to listen is one of the rights under Article 19 Clause 1A of the Constitution. Supreme Court held that in this case, polluter cannot take a shelter under Article 19 Clause 1A, that freedom of speech and expression is a tool to create a noise pollution. Article 19 is not absolute right, it is a limited rights. So Article 21 of the Constitution deals with right to pollution free environment. It include noise pollution free environment. So Supreme Court held that right to not create a pollution is one of the fundamental rights under the constitution. So nobody should claim under article 19 they have right to freedom of speech and expression. They cannot create a pollution, they cannot create noise pollution by amplifying by artificial sound, they cannot create a noise pollution. So one has a right to speak, the other has right to hear or right to decline to listen. So one person has a right to, एका व्यक्तीला राईट आहे बोलण्याचा, तर दुसऱ्या पर्सनला राईट आहे ऐकायचं का नाही ऐकायचं. हा राईट अंडर आर्टिकल 19 क्लॉज 1 मध्ये डील्स करतं, तो फंडामेंटल राईट्स आहे असं रिपोल्युशनच्या एक लँडमार्क केसमध्ये सुप्रीम कोर्टने हेल्प केलं. इवन आर्टिकल 21 ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, पोल्युशन फ्री environment, right to life include pollution free environments. So noise pollution free environments article 21 of the constitution deals करतं त्या केसेस मध्ये. So then we will move to the next slide, that is deal with the whether freedom of speech and expression is available outside the India, whether it is available abroad. This important question arise in one of the landmark cases, that is Maneka Gandhi versus Union of India. I have discussed this case while discussing article 14 of the constitution. At that time, whether article 14 includes the principle of natural justice or not, at that time I have discussed this case. Thus we will discuss this case again while discussing article 21 of the constitution. In this case, main question arises whether freedom of speech and expression can be available outside the India. The Supreme Court come to the conclusion that freedom of speech and expression is available outside the India. It is available abroad. The right of the journalist is available in abroad. What happened in this case? Maneka Gandhi's passport was imported by the passport authority under section 10 clause 3 subsection C of the Passport Act, and this section was challenged. Her passport was impounded without giving the notice, without giving the opportunity to hearing, and his right to freedom of expression was restricted by impounding the passport. Hence this section come into operation whether freedom of speech and expression is violated or not, and Supreme Court held that it is violated, and right to freedom of speech and expression is also available in abroad. Then we will move to the next case. The next important question, whether right to fly the national flag is a part of the freedom of speech and expression or not. This question arises in Union of India versus Navin Jindal. In this case, Supreme Court held that right to fly the national flag freely with the respect and dignity is a fundamental rights. Supreme Court come to the conclusion in this that right to fly the national flag is not absolute right. It can be regulated by the government. On the there is one of the acts, Prevention of Insult to the National Honor Acts 1971. As per that act, restriction can be imposed, but it right to fly the national flag is a part of the fundamental right, that is freedom of speech and expression. Now we will discuss whether freedom of speech and expression include right of the voters to know his candidate. Supreme Court in this case, Union of India versus Association for Democratic Reform. In this case, Supreme Court held that voter has a right to know his candidate. The person who is contesting election should furnish all information to the Election Commission. Union of India versus Association for Democratic Reform. In this case, Delhi High Court deny right of the voter to know his candidate. Right of the voter to know his candidate deny. But Supreme Court reversed this judgment, and Supreme Court held that Article 19 Clause 1 Subclause A of the Constitution deals with right of the voter to know his candidate. Supreme Court come to the conclusion it is an important rights in democratic country to know his candidate. Free and fair election is possible only and only when the voter knows his candidate, how is his candidate, what is his character, how much his criminal background, past, present criminal background. If voter knows, because what candidate will represent the voters in Lok Sabha and state legislative council, Vidhan Sabha. So, under Article 19 Clause 1, right of the voter to know his candidate is one of the fundamental rights is recognized. After this judgment, there is an amendment in Representation of People Acts 1951. There is a amendment, and as per this amendment, the person who is contesting the election has to furnish all information regarding his asset, his criminal background, all should be given by the contesting person. Friend, remaining part of the Article 19 Clause 1 will discuss in tomorrow's lecture. Thank you.